Once upon a time in a small town, there lived a woman named Emma. She was known for her gentle nature and hardworking spirit. Married to Jack, a man who ran a small hardware store in the town, Emma led a simple, quiet life, even when she had inherited a huge fortune from her father. They had been married for many years, and their bond seemed unbreakable. However, Emma carried a secret, one that Jack knew little about. Emma had been blind since she was a child. It wasn't something she hid from Jack, but the real secret was that she had recently undergone a successful surgery and regained her sight. Emma had asked her doctor not to tell Jack, as she wanted to surprise him at the right time. While Jack believed his wife still lived in darkness, Emma now saw the world in full color, though she chose to keep this revelation to herself. One evening, Jack returned home from the shop. Emma, as usual, sat quietly in the living room, pretending to be oblivious to his presence. She heard his footsteps approaching and could now see the tired expression on his face. Jack called her name softly, as he always did, and she smiled, pretending she hadn't noticed him until he was close. Life went on as usual, but Emma began to notice things she had never been aware of before. Jack often received late-night phone calls, and his excuses for coming home late seemed flimsy. He'd grown distant, no longer the loving, attentive husband she had once known. Emma decided to stay quiet and observe, wanting to piece everything together before confronting him. One fateful afternoon, Emma decided to surprise Jack by visiting his shop. She walked quietly into the store, careful not to make her presence known immediately. What she saw left her stunned. Jack was standing behind the counter, holding a young woman in his arms. The two were locked in an intimate kiss, completely unaware of Emma watching from the doorway. Emma's heart shattered. She quickly turned and left the store, her mind racing with questions. How long had this been going on? Had Jack ever truly loved her? Or had their marriage been a lie? She returned home, determined to find out the truth. That evening, Emma sat in the living room, pretending as though nothing had happened. Jack came home and acted as though everything was normal, but Emma now saw him for who he truly was. Her love for him was overshadowed by the betrayal she felt deep within her heart. Days later, Emma stumbled upon another devastating revelation. While sorting through some documents in Jack's office, she found papers related to her late father's company. Jack had been secretly trying to transfer ownership of the company to himself, forging her signature to make it appear legitimate. Emma realized that Jack's betrayal ran far deeper than infidelity. He was trying to steal the legacy her father had left behind. Emma was overwhelmed with anger and heartbreak, but kept her emotions in check. She knew she had to act carefully to protect herself and her father's company. That night, she lay in bed beside Jack, pretending to be the blind, trusting wife he thought she was. She had made up her mind. She would confront him, but only after she had ensured he could no longer hurt her. The next morning, Emma contacted a lawyer and shared everything she had discovered. The lawyer advised her to gather more evidence before taking legal action. Emma began to secretly record Jack's conversations and collect documents proving his fraudulent activities. All the while, she maintained the facade of being the loving, blind wife Jack believed her to be. One evening, Emma overheard Jack on the phone with someone, discussing his plans to finalize the transfer of her father's company. Once she signs these papers, it's done, he said with a smug tone. She won't even know what hit her. Emma's blood boiled, but she stayed calm, knowing the truth was now on her side. The day of reckoning finally arrived. Emma arranged a meeting with Jack and their lawyer, pretending she wanted to discuss their future. When Jack presented the papers for her to sign, Emma paused and looked him straight in the eyes. For the first time, she let him see the clarity in her gaze. "Jack," she said calmly, "did you really think I wouldn't find out?" Jack froze, his face a mixture of shock and fear. Emma continued, her voice steady. "I can see, Jack. I've been able to see for weeks now. I've seen everything. Your lies, your betrayal, and your plans to steal from me." Jack stammered, trying to come up with an excuse, but Emma cut him off. She handed the lawyer the evidence she had gathered, exposing Jack's infidelity and fraudulent activities. The lawyer assured her that the law would protect her and her father's company. As Jack was escorted out of their home by authorities, Emma felt a mixture of relief and sorrow. The man she had once loved had deceived her in ways she never thought possible. But she also felt a newfound strength within herself. She had uncovered the truth, taken control of her life, and ensured her father's legacy remained intact. Emma stood by the window, watching as the sun set over the town. The road ahead wouldn't be easy, but she was ready to face it. She had learned the importance of trusting herself and never underestimating her own strength. The darkness that had once surrounded her was gone, and in its place was a bright, promising future. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating tales. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.